Ever feel like you need a secret decoder ring just to understand the mood in your own relationship? Like you're constantly walking on eggshells, but you can't quite remember where the omelet station is. If your relationship feels less like a romantic comedy and more like a thriller where you're always waiting for the jump scare, you might be in a toxic relationship. But here's the thing. Toxicity isn't always about big dramatic blow-ups. It's often the slow drip of tiny hurts, the quiet erosion of your self-esteem, and the constant feeling that you're the one who's just not getting it right. It's confusing, and that's by design. So let's clear the fog together. Here are 10 signs that suggest you might be in a toxic relationship. Think of this not as a diagnosis, but as a friendly checklist. No jargon, just real talk. 1. You're on an emotional roller coaster, and you didn't even buy a ticket. 1 minute they're loving and affectionate, the next they're cold and distant. This hot and cold behavior keeps you permanently off balance. You find yourself desperately trying to be perfect during the good times to avoid triggering the bad ones. It's exhausting. Healthy love is a steady, warm sun. Toxic love is a strobe light at a party you never wanted to go to. 2. You've lost touch with your favorite person. You. Remember your hobbies, your sense of style, your opinions? If they've slowly faded away since this relationship started, that's a major red flag. Toxic partners often, consciously or not, encourage you to shrink. You stop seeing friends they don't like, you drop activities they find silly, and you second-guess your own thoughts to avoid arguments. You're becoming a supporting character in your own life movie. 3. Everything is somehow always your fault. They had a bad day at work? You should have made them a better breakfast. They forgot your birthday? You made them feel so stressed they couldn't remember. This is called blame shifting, and it's a classic tool. It makes you feel responsible for their emotions and actions, effectively putting you in a permanent state of apology for just existing. 4. The green-eyed monster is a permanent house guest. Jealousy isn't a sign of passion, it's a sign of insecurity and control. If they get angry about you texting a friend, going to lunch with coworkers, or even liking someone else's social media post, it's not cute, it's controlling. They see every other person in your life as a threat to their control over you. 5. You feel drained, not energied. After spending time with your partner, do you feel uplifted, happy, and full of life? Or do you feel anxious, sad, and utterly drained? Love shouldn't feel like a constant energy audit where you're always in the red. If you're more exhausted than a phone battery at 1%, pay attention. 6. Your boundaries are treated as suggestions. You say, please don't call me after midnight unless it's an emergency. They call at 12:30 a.m. to tell you a funny meme they saw. You express that a certain joke hurts your feelings. They tell you you're too sensitive and double down. A toxic person sees your boundaries not as walls to protect you, but as hurdles for them to jump over. 7. You're constantly making excuses for them. Oh, he's just like that because he had a tough childhood. She doesn't mean it, she's just stressed at work. If you find yourself explaining their bad behavior to your friends, your family, and most importantly to yourself, you're wearing the official uniform of a toxic relationship. 8. Sincere apologies are as rare as a unicorn. Everyone makes mistakes. In healthy relationships, people own them. They say, I was wrong, I'm sorry, I will try to do better. In toxic dynamics, apologies often sound more like, I'm sorry you feel that way, or, well, if you hadn't done X, I wouldn't have done Y. This is a non-apology designed to end the conversation, not fix the problem. 9. You're isolated from your support system. Toxic partners know that your friends and family can see what's happening clearly, so they slowly drive a wedge. They might say your best friend is a bad influence or that your family doesn't respect them. Eventually, you pull away to keep the peace, leaving you alone and entirely dependent on them for support. 10. Your gut is screaming at you. This is the big one. Deep down in that quiet place behind the anxiety and the excuses, you feel it in your stomach. That knot of dread, that little voice that whispers, this isn't right. Your intuition is your best friend here. It's picking up on all the subtle patterns your conscious mind is trying to rationalize. Stop rationalizing. Start listening. What now? Your first steps towards fresh air. Okay, so maybe a few of these hit home. First, breathe. You are not crazy. You are not overly sensitive. You are in a situation that is designed to make you feel that way. Here's what you can do. 1. Name it. Acknowledge it to yourself. Say it out loud. This relationship is toxic for me. There is immense power in naming the problem. It takes it out of the shadowy realm of confusion and into the light where you can look at it. 2. Reconnect. Slowly, quietly, reach out to one person you trust. It could be an old friend or a family member. Just say, "I've been going through a tough time and I miss you." True loved ones won't judge you with an "I told you so." They will be thrilled to hear from you. 3. Reclaim a tiny piece of you. What's one thing you love that you gave up? A weekly yoga class, painting, watching cheesy reality shows? Do it again. This isn't about them. This is about reminding yourself of who you are. 4. Seek professional support. A therapist or counselor is a neutral, expert guide. They can provide you with tools, validate your experience, and help you create a safe plan for whatever you decide to do next. There is zero shame in this. It's the smartest thing you can do. You deserve a love that feels like a safe harbor, not a storm. You deserve to be with someone who makes you feel more like yourself, not less. Recognizing the toxicity is the first and bravest step toward finding it. The journey out starts with a single conscious thought: I am worth more than this. And you absolutely are.